The 10 most dangerous swimming pools in the world. The glass pool, built high in the sky, only ranks 7th. Getting into the number 1 pool is a gamble you wouldn't take even for money. If you're looking for a pool to enjoy on a hot summer day, you'd better be careful. Many pools look luxuriously decorated, but they hide hidden dangers. From the deep dive Dubai pool, a full 60 meters deep where a careless mistake could burst your lungs, to the infinity pools that look ethereal but are one misstep away from a fall. There are also glass pools built hundreds of meters in the air that make your legs weak the moment you look down, and even pools with crocodiles in them. These pools are not for cooling off. They're for challenging the limits of human daredevilry. In this episode, follow us as we explore the world's 10 most dangerous swimming pools, each one more terrifying than the last. We look forward to your subscription and likes. Number 10. Deep Dive Dubai. Have you ever seen a 60-meter deep pool? Have you ever experienced the feeling of suffocating underwater? If you haven't, this next video will absolutely make your legs tremble with fear. What we're seeing now is the world's deepest swimming pool, Deep Dive Dubai. The entire pool is 60 meters deep, with each level meticulously designed. As you descend to certain depths, you'll see different scenery. Here, you can not only play cards and swim, but you can even ride a bicycle. There's also a sports car garage hidden here. If you're skilled enough, you could drive it right out. Seeing this, don't you feel this pool is incredibly attractive, making you want to buy a ticket to Dubai right away to experience it? But I have to tell you, even professional divers may not be able to conquer this pool, let alone beginners. Look at this 60-meter depth, equivalent to a 20-story building. Many people are scared to the point of throwing up as soon as they get in the water, let alone conquering the underwater world. The woman you see is a beginner trying the deep pool for the first time. Before she entered the water, the instructor repeatedly warned her to remember the following hand signals to get help immediately in case of danger. This could very well save her life. Next, she will proceed accompanied by a professional diver. During the dive, it's crucial to maintain steady breathing because the pressure changes at different depths. Ascending or descending erratically causes sudden pressure changes, which can damage our lungs to varying degrees. Sometimes, if you ascend or descend too quickly, your lungs will face immense pressure and burst like a balloon. Generally, beginners are only allowed to dive up to 12 meters underwater. To go deeper, you must have a professional diving certification. Further down, from 28 to 40 meters, is the post-apocalyptic city. Being there feels like entering a submerged city, filled with a sense of suffocation. At this point, timid people wouldn't dare go any further and would want to leave immediately. Below 40 meters is the diving well section. The claustrophobic environment and immense water pressure are the ultimate test for every challenger. This is a huge shock, both physically and mentally. Anyone without real skill definitely can't handle it. Fortunately, the entire pool is equipped with a medical room and a dry chamber, where you can briefly surface for a breath of air. Some areas are separated from the outside world by just a pane of glass, and you can even wave to passers-by through it. Beauty and danger coexist. While some people can't get enough of it, others are probably scared enough to run for the hills. Which type are you? Number 9. Infinity pools. The young man you see is splashing water out of an infinity pool. He looks pleased, seemingly unconcerned about what would happen if the water hit a pedestrian below. And this other young man, he jumped onto the edge of the infinity pool on his float, almost falling off. At the critical moment, he quickly pulled back, a close call. We might wonder, these popular infinity pools look so terrifying. Why are so many people still drawn to them? If they swim to the edge, won't they really fall off? Actually, this is the ingenious design of the infinity pool. An infinity pool isn't truly borderless. It just appears that way visually. In reality, there's a trough or catch basin along the edge of the pool. Splashing water outwards, like the young man did, will only send it into the trough. Even if you fall, you'll usually land in the trough, so there's generally not much danger. It's impossible to fall all the way down the high-rise building, as we might imagine. However, compared to pools on the ground, these pools built high in the sky can still have safety hazards, even with protective measures in place. This past March, a major earthquake struck Thailand, and an infinity pool on the top floor of a building in Bangkok was damaged by the violent shaking. The water from the pool poured down from the sky, washing over pedestrians on the ground like a waterfall. The scene was utterly terrifying. Although no tourists fell from the pool at the time, one can imagine it's not impossible. If it did happen, the consequences would be unimaginable. Therefore, these infinity pools are only for the brave. If you have a fear of heights and are afraid of accidents, it's better to stay away. It's not worth the risk. Number 8. The Cage of Death. Look closely, this isn't a water prison, but the Cage of Death at Crocosaurus Cove in Australia, known as the most thrilling water attraction in the entire country. This experience allows divers to feel what it's like to dance with crocodiles. Separated by only a pane of glass, you can interact closely with the crocodiles. When a crocodile opens its massive jaws and lunge at you, the thrilling moment is unforgettable for a lifetime. Even the biggest and strongest of humans would probably have their legs turned to jelly and be unable to move in such a situation. What if you just want to go home to your mom at that moment? The organizers will tell you there's no way. Since you're already here, you might as well enjoy the experience. Isn't this the raw, natural experience you wanted? According to official information, there are over 1,000 saltwater crocodiles in this pool, including some of the largest in the world. Participants are placed in a specially made glass cage. The cage is 35 centimeters thick as a wall. The glass has been tested thousands of times to ensure that even if a crocodile opens its jaws and bites the cage with its sharp teeth, humans inside will not be harmed in the slightest. Although the organizers have ensured the glass is safe enough, experienced people know that the safety of the cage is no longer the main concern. It's the terrifying atmosphere that reaches your very soul that is most irresistible. In short, it's all about the thrill. So, are you brave enough to try it? Number 7. The Glass Pool. You might think this is just an ordinary high-altitude pool. No, the moment you look down is the most direct experience this pool gives people. For this type of all-glass pool located on a high floor, people with heart conditions should never go up. Otherwise, you might faint from fright, especially the one this young man is experiencing, which is the world's highest sky pool. It's located in a resort area in Houston, USA, perched atop a 100-meter-tall building. Walking on it feels like strolling in the air, but without any protective measures. Just looking at it makes your legs weak. If the glass were to suddenly break, one can't imagine how severe the consequences would be. In reality, although these pools look dangerous, their safety is guaranteed. They typically use high-strength tempered glass, a special type of glass that can withstand significant force and pressure, as well as resist cold and heat. More importantly, the outer walls of the glass are covered with a tough, explosion-proof film. Even if the glass shatters, it won't fall from the sky as we might imagine. You can swim in it with confidence. To date, there have been no cases of anyone falling from a high-altitude pool worldwide. However, people with a fear of heights or heart problems should still be cautious. It's no longer a question of whether the glass will break, but whether you dare to stand on it. Number 6. The Devil's Pool. Would you dare to swim in a waterfall over 100 meters high? Especially one with no safety measures. There are no railings, no safety nets, only slippery rocks. The slightest slip, and a tourist could be swept into the canyon below. Not even Superman could save you. Local guides even have to hold on to tourists' legs tightly, so they can quickly take a once-in-a-lifetime photo at the edge of the cliff. But despite the danger, countless tourists keep coming just to see the beautiful scenery of Victoria Falls and experience a thrilling sensation. Some bold individuals even lean half their body over the edge just to gaze at the deadly drop below. The feeling of adrenaline rushing at that moment is unmatched by any amusement park ride. This is the Devil's Pool, located at the top of Victoria Falls in Africa, the closest place to death. It's a masterpiece of nature. The Zambezi River is 1,600 meters wide, and as it flows towards Zambia and over this 100-meter high cliff, it forms a powerful waterfall and this natural pool at the top. The pool is about 3 meters wide. Tourists are only allowed to go up for photos when the water level is low. At other times, you can't go even if you want to. The moment you step in, you'll be swept away by the rapids, with no second chances. Everyone who comes here is prepared for a head-on encounter with nature. Don't be fooled by their frantic picture-taking and bright smiles at the pool's edge. Inside, they are in a state of panic. Many leave immediately after taking their photos, not daring to linger. If you are lucky enough to visit the Devil's Pool, you will witness the beautiful scenery of Victoria Falls and the heart-pounding height difference. A photo taken here will surely amaze your friends. If you can handle this, what other challenges can't you overcome? Number 5. The Kilimanjaro Slide. The young man you see is entering the world's most thrilling water slide. The moment he gets in, he lets out a blood-curdling scream as if he's encountered the most terrifying thing in his life. The camera pans, and the extreme height and breakneck speed are enough to make you dizzy and nearly pass out. No wonder the guy screamed so miserably. Anyone would be scared out of there what's going down this slide. That's right, this is at Aldeia das Águas Park Resort in Brazil, home to some of the world's most interesting pools and this, the tallest water slide. It stands 49.9 meters high, with an incline of 60 degrees, and you can reach speeds of up to 100 kilometers per hour, much faster than we normally drive. Once you're in, it's like being in a crazy race car that you can't stop. The soaring speed and extreme feeling of weightlessness completely take over your mind. Forget about experiencing it. Just watching the video makes your heart race. You can't handle it. All we can say is, those who dare to try this water slide are true warriors. How thrilling is that? Besides this death slide, the park offers a wide variety of other attractions. It's the largest and most complete leisure complex in the state of Rio de Janeiro, less than a 2-hour drive from the city center. The entire water park covers over 330,000 square meters and caters to all age groups. Even if you don't dare to go on this slide, the other attractions in the park are enough to keep you entertained all day. Maybe you could bring a friend and see who is braver to try the death slide. Enjoying the magnificent view and then having a blast in the park would definitely make the trip worthwhile. Number 4. The Tsunami Pool. Have you ever seen a pool like this? The entire pool is filled with people, packed like dumplings, layer after layer. When the artificial tsunami waves hit, all the tourists are tossed around, completely disoriented. On one side, a crowded mass of people. On the other, an unavoidable tsunami. It's less like swimming and more like enduring a catastrophe. After a few rounds, forget finding your companions. You'll be lucky to find your own swimming trunks. This is the Tsunami Pool, which is all the rage in China and has been dubbed by many netizens as a place where you pay to suffer. However, compared to the dumpling pool we just mentioned, the next Tsunami Pool is truly terrifying. 1 second, tourists are posing coolly for photos. The next, a massive tsunami wave comes crashing down, sending everyone tumbling and even blurring the camera lens. How about that? Do you feel a sense of suffocation as if you've been swept into the pool yourself? Netizens have left passionate comments. The last time I was here, the old man riding the inflatable whale in front of me ended up riding on my neck on the way out. Another wrote, when I went, a girl flew right over my head. 10 out of 10 experience. It's clear that everyone who's been here has a thrilling story to tell. Although there have been no reported incidents in these tsunami pools so far, looking at the details, there are still many risk factors. For example, when the tsunami hits, people lose all control and are swept away, making collisions and injuries highly likely. If there were sharp objects nearby, the immense power of the wave could deliver a fatal blow. Not to mention, if someone is carrying a contagious disease, you could just imagine how high the risk of transmission is in such a crowded pool. All I can say is, people who aren't strong swimmers should be cautious. Don't end up unable to find your way home. Number 3. The Extreme Ice Pool. Every February, the World Winter Swimming Championships held in Sweden always attract swimming enthusiasts from all over the world. This is not only because it is a large-scale professional event, but also because it offers the ultimate ice swimming experience. If you think ordinary ice swimming is just jumping into a freezing river at a few degrees below zero, you are sorely mistaken. This competition will completely change your perception. First, the 25-meter pool used for the competition is cut directly from a 2-foot thick sheet of ice. This location is only 100 miles from the Arctic Circle. The temperature of over 10 degrees below 0 Celsius is unbearable even for the locals, let alone being exposed to the air in just a swimsuit. A blast of cold wind is simply torture. If you then jump into the icy water, you can imagine how devastating it would be. Although most of the contestants have undergone long-term professional training and can withstand such harsh conditions, many still cannot adapt to the underwater temperature. When they first enter the water, they feel extremely cold, shivering from head to toe. As the temperature drops further, their bodies react abnormally. They feel a distinct burning sensation all over, followed by muscle spasms, difficulty breathing, and body stiffness. After soaking in such water for 15 minutes, a person will lose consciousness. Without timely rescue, they will sink to the bottom of the icy water and perish. So, this competition is no joke. It is a tremendous challenge to life itself. Before each competition, the officials explicitly state that participants must act within their capabilities. However, this doesn't stop numerous professional swimmers and enthusiasts from competing. To ensure the safety of the participants, the competition venue is equipped with sufficient medical personnel and rescue equipment. If any participant has an emergency, the competition is immediately stopped. There are also saunas and hot tubs next to the pool to help competitors warm up quickly. Many people say that an occasional swim here is good for physical and mental health. But if you were to swim here every day, not even a mortal could stand it. One can only say they are incredibly strong. Number 2, the Backrooms pool. When you enter this empty swimming pool, you already feel a chill down your spine. But this is just the beginning. In this swimming pool, the only sound is the flow of water. The vast interior of the pool seems to have no boundaries. No matter how you swim, you can never reach the end. At this point, you start to panic. You want to find a companion, but no one answers you here. All you see are some strange symbols and dark spaces. Now, your back is cold, as if you have fallen into some other world where no one can save you, and there is no way to escape. You can only wait here for the unknown. This kind of deeply unsettling pool has a common name, the Backrooms pool. This is a type of pool created by artists by simulating the most feared environments in the human psyche. The reason it's terrifying is that it usually has no boundaries. The space is endless, breaking the logic of normal architecture, making you feel that the surrounding environment is uncontrollable. The scene is silent, and with no one responding, it gives you a feeling of being abandoned by the whole world. The completely illogical passages, coupled with the sudden appearance of symbols, add to the uncertainty that danger could occur at any moment. These terrifying feelings intertwine, making it feel like falling into hell. It's more chilling than a direct impact. Most threats here do not appear directly. The greatest fear comes from the helplessness and panic deep within one's heart. Even a brave and seasoned warrior would probably find it difficult to last a whole day here. Perhaps only those who dare to conquer themselves can remain safe in this pool. But looking at the whole world, how many such people are there? Are you one of them? Number 1, the Pool of Death. Beautiful Hawaii has countless pools for people to enjoy, but you would never know that hidden among them is the world's most dangerous pool, the Pool of Death. It is located on the island of Kauai, a natural pool formed by volcanic rock. Don't be fooled by the calm, windless surface, the crystal clear water, and the beautiful surroundings that seem perfect for swimming. The real danger is yet to come. The conditions here are extremely unstable. The waves can suddenly intensify at any moment, causing the surrounding seawater to flow violently. People who were happily swimming a moment ago can suddenly be swept into the sea by a monstrous wave, with no strength to resist, carried far away. Others, if not careful, are slammed onto shore by large waves, easily ending up bruised and bloody. Look at these people below. Facing such turbulent waves, they are not afraid at all. They think their skills are so good that they will never be conquered by the waves. But when they jump into the water, the scene before them leaves them stunned. The impact of the waves is too strong, causing their bodies to sway from side to side. Even if they try their best to stay steady, they can no longer remain as calm as before. Two of them get scared. They try to swim to the shore, but find the current is too strong. They can't move at all. They swim for a long time, but are just treading water. In the face of the waves, their swimming skills are useless. They can only be tossed about by the waves. In the end, with all their might, they finally swim back to shore, narrowly escaping disaster. Recalling that scene, they're probably terrified and have broken out in a cold sweat. This is the lesson the pool of death teaches ordinary humans. In the face of nature, humanity is small. Never challenge the power of nature with our meager strength, or you will surely regret it. Of these 10 most dangerous pools, which one do you think is the scariest? Let me know in the comments. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. See you tomorrow for another update.